So first of all, I will just go through a little introduction about me, not so much. I have around 13 year experience in IT industry and QA profile. Currently, I'm working as a testing architect in a MNC company that I cannot share. That is a part of policy. Yeah, before that, I was a part of Headstrong, Genped Headstrong, and I was working there as an architect, same profile there. I'm in this training session. In this, you can say training session. I provide trainings on all the automation side of a QA, like Selenium, means web application automation, API automation, performance testing automation, and all the tools which are going to help you in the automation, like Jenkins, GitHub. So many tools are there. Here I will just go through about the syllabus. I will not waste any time. So Refer Me Group, it is a well-known name. Everybody knows. So Nitish already told you about all the things about the Refer Me Group. So let me skip this one. Okay, this is our course. So our course will start from the you can see automation testing. So we will talk about little bit about the manual things of automation testing. That what is automation testing, advantage, disadvantage of the automation testing. So we will not spend so much time here, but it is very important to discuss. Reason is that still in the industry, I'm not saying that everybody, but still in the industry, lots of people have a doubt that automation testing is a replacement of a manual testing. This is not the fact. Automation testing is only a helping hand. Okay, so it can reduce it can reduce the human effort, it can reduce the time, but it is not a replacement of a manual testing. Manual testing will always be there in the industry. So there are some other points that we should discuss. That is very important. When your experience will go on and on. So at that time, you have to actually answer these questions. Okay, so from that perspective, it is very important. So after that, we will just jump into the master in core Java concept. Now here, you know that it is a complete automation course. So in automation, whenever you want to go into the automation, you know that you have to work on some language based tools, some you have to based on UI based tool. So currently, what is the hot automation? That is called Selenium. And everybody know that if you want to work in the Selenium, you should know the base concept of the Java. Java means any language. I'm saying Java. Reason is that in the market, 80% profile are, you can say, in Selenium plus Java. Otherwise, you can go with other type of combinations, Ruby with Selenium, Python with Selenium, okay, JavaScript with Selenium. But you will see that in the market, most of the automation tool which is available in the market, they are free, they are open source, they are demanded in the market. The base of those tools is 80% Java. So in this automation workshop, we have decided that we will cover our automation language as a Java. So in Java, we will go from basic to the all the advanced part of the core Java. So we'll start from level -1, not 0. 0 means we are talking about the Java. What is Java? Something like that. No, we will talk about the -1, that why Java and how Java works in the olden days, and how currently how it is easy to work on the Java. Okay, so we'll start JD installation, Java compiler, JRE, Java object oriented, Java is platform dependent or not. So we'll talk about that part also. Then we will class, object, methods, objects. So here I'm just giving you the examples that what topics we are going to cover. Okay, so string arrays, all the things. In short, you can say all the things which are all the topics which are mandatory to create a good automation framework. We are going to cover all these. So object oriented concept, inheritance, polymorphism, overloading, overriding, abstraction, interface, collections. We are taking a special attention on that because collection is widely used in your automation. Then we will go for the exception handling. That is also an integral part of your coding, because reason is that if you are interested or not interested, exception handling you have to do in your automation framework. So we are going to cover this thing. In short, again, I'm saying that we are going to cover all the part of the core Java which is needed and mandatory to create a good automation framework. Once the person will be comfortable and good and expertise in the core Java part, then we will go to the next part of our course, that is master in Selenium WebDriver. So what is Selenium? Selenium is basically used for web application auto, means all the application which you can access on your browser, that is called web application, like Amazon, any application. So we are going to work on the automation of that part, and that is called Selenium WebDriver. In Selenium WebDriver, again, I'm saying that I have just mentioned here few topics, so that you can understand that what type of topics we are going to cover. Okay, how launch browser with desired URL, web element locators, how to inspect element, verify page title in Selenium WebDriver, navigation, radio button, checkbox, handling mouse over, implicit wait, explicit wait, taking screenshot, handling multiple windows. That is very hot topic in the market from the interview perspective. Handling error message, handling frames, cross browser using Selenium, dynamic XPath, handling the date picker. Date picker is especially a specific topic. Reason is that what happens that now, previously what happened, we have only one type of date picker, date color. Now we have so many type of date pickers. So how we are going to handle these type of web date pickers, we are going to cover that. How to log files in Selenium, means what happens that basically logging is something like that. Whenever you are running your automation or any code based thing, you want to log some information, you want to save some information in the file related to the running test cases, you can log it, you can save it. So we are going to cover that. Then we are going to cover properties file, we are going to handle the links related things, and at last, the most important part is how to run JavaScript on browser. What happens that sometimes day by day, the enhanced version of the Selenium is coming to the market, and they are trying to solve all the shortcomings which were in the previous versions. But still, the best part of Selenium is that if there is no direct solution available in the Selenium, you can run your JavaScript code, and JavaScript code is available for all type of solutions, all type of problems. So you can run your JavaScript. So how you can run it, how you can solve your problems, I will cover that. Then other than that, for creating a good automation framework, we will jump into the other part of the framework, like TestNG concept. You can create a framework with the help of Selenium only, core Java only. But if you really want to create a good framework with less effort, you have to take the advantage of some inbuilt framework like TestNG concept, TestNG framework. So TestNG framework, we are going to cover in detail advantage, what are annotation, what are the hierarchy, and what is the base, what is the main structure of the TestNG examiner. Then we are going to cover the Maven part. Maven is again same thing. Maven we are going to use so that we can make our life easy in terms of so many concept of a automation. Okay. Now, what automation framework we are going to cover? We are going to we in automation framework, we will discuss about the framework. Then we will create a framework in which page object model will be based. Then we will include the data driven part, we will include the report part. And here in the report part, the special thing is that we are not going to cover only the default report generated by the TestNG. We are going to create a extend report, that is the third party report. And trust me, writing only 4 and 5 lines of code, you can create a report something like that, which contains images, pie chart, and graphs, and you can share directly to the client or your managers. So this is the part when we will cover the second part of your master in Selenium. Then we will come to the master in SoapUI. So now, what is SoapUI? SoapUI is a tool which is used to test your API. So for API automation, we have covered two things in the market. Few people are working on the Postman. Okay, Postman is very easy to handle. Then persons are working on a SoapUI tool. SoapUI also comes in the both version, free as well as paid. So here in this workshop, we are going to cover the SoapUI. So in SoapUI, we are going to cover all the parts of the API, like what are the web services, with example, different type of services, SOAP and REST. REST also comes into two flavors, XML, JSON based. So we are going to cover all the topics here. Then we will talk about what is SoapUI and how SoapUI is going to help you in your free testing. Okay, now in SoapUI, we will talk about the installation, everything here, and then we will go to the different type of, you can say, a part of automation. If somebody has learned the Selenium previously, they understand that in the Selenium there is no UI. So you have to create the whole structure, like where you will put the properties file, data file, test case, everything you have to create the structure. But what is the benefit of SoapUI? It is a UI based tool. So structure is already there. You have to only configure the things and it will work for you. You don't need to write any code for that. So different part of SoapUI If anybody is aware about little bit about the SOAP, they can understand these things. Otherwise, when you will learn it in the regular session, then you understand that what is different steps in SOAP, delay, groove step, property, manual test. These are the things. In the SOAP, we are also going to cover the parameterization data, because data driven parameterization, this is the heart of the automation. If you cannot read the data from the Excel, you cannot run your test case with 1,000 and a lakh set of data. There is no use of such type of automation. Okay, because otherwise, if you want to run your test case with 1 or 2 set of data, you can do it manually. Okay, so we are going to cover this thing. Data loop contains assertions. We are going to cover every type of assertion you can get. You will get this PDF for your use if you want to see it in the deep. We are going to cover JDBC part, that sometimes you have to pull the data from the database, so how you can pull it. Okay, so and in the last, I can say only this thing, that at last this SOAP UI will be completed with creating framework in SOAP UI for SOAP UI web service as well as the rest. So this is the tool based automation. Okay, but now we have included, we have from the, you can say from last 7-8 batches, we have included the rest assured also. Reason is that in the market, Selenium is very, very popular. The combination of Selenium plus Java is very, very popular. Now people are demanding that no, they don't want to go with any UI based tool like Postman and SOAP UI. So not so much. Reason is that because the thing is that if you want to create a framework, you have to create a separate framework. But what is the benefit of rest assured? It is something like that, as you say that Java plus Selenium, it is called Java plus rest assured. It contains few classes, few functions, which you can utilize and directly call your APIs and make some assertions. So you don't need to create 2 different frameworks in your company. For your same project, which contains the application as well as API, you create a same framework. This is the benefit. That's why it is so much demanded in the market. So here we are going to cover everything, like we all the basics we have covered in the SOAP UI about the web service, and then we will create again the whole thing here, that configure Eclipse, how you can configure the Eclipse for rest assured, how you can validate the response, how you can read the JSON body, because REST API comes in JSON as well as XML. Now we are going to cover every aspect of the API, like get, post, put, update, delete, everything here. And at last, again, same thing. But this part of the automation of API with rest assured, with creating a framework using the Maven and Jenkins. Everything we are going to cover. Now, the 4th part of your workshop is that work in the JMeter. Here we are going to cover the performance aspect of a testing. So here I just want to clear this thing, that JMeter is a tool which is not only used for one type of performance testing. It can be used for web application, it can be used database, it can be used for SMTP mail servers, it can be used for FTP file transfer related servers. So it is used for every type of, you can say, performance testing. But in this you can say workshop, we are going to cover the most important, which is very, very demanded in the market, that is the performance of the API. So in the JMeter, we are going to cover the API performance testings, but we are going to cover every aspect. Same thing, how you install the JMeter, installation, everything, and they will cover all the components of the JMeter: test plan, thread group, sampler, controller, listener, preprocessor, parameterization, and we will cover all the type of method: get, post, put, delete, update here. Here in the JMeter, if you want to go with the data-driven framework, they don't use the Excel concept. They use the CSV. CSV is called a comma separated file in the data. But CSV is something like, you can say it is similar to the Excel. If you double click on a CSV file, it will actually use the Excel software to open it. But you can say the extension of this file is CSV. So it is moreover similar to the Excel. Now here we are going to create the report, and trust me, the important part of any type of testing is the report. If you cannot create a report, you cannot share it to the client, there is no use of such type automation execution. So in JMeter, usually people do not show you that how you can create good reports. I will show you how you can create the beautiful HTML reports, and you don't need to do anything, just you have to put 2-3 parameters while running your JMeter. Now, the 5th part of your automation, that is not directly part of your automation. Here you can say simply that I have covered all the topics related to the automation. But now if you go to the market, you have learned the Selenium, you have learned the API, you have learned the rest assured, you have learned the JMeter, but few things are still there. Without that, you cannot say that you have really work on the automation, real environment. And that is the part of CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous development. So in this part, we are going to cover two important aspects. One is GitHub, that is repository tool. We are going to cover in detail GitHub, and also the Jenkins. Jenkins is used to run your automation. So why Jenkins is important? Let me give you only 2-3 lines of idea. Uh, Jenkins, what happens that suppose you are working in your automation, you are developing your code in the Eclipse. Now your stakeholders, your clients, your manager want to run your automation. So what you will say? Oh, you have to download the Eclipse, then you have to right click, run as my one project, JSON project, something like that. No, he's not a technical guide. You have to assume it. So you have to give them a platform there where there should be only a switch, something like that, on and off. When you click on, your automation should run, it should generate the report and share to the stakeholders. So Jenkins, actually it is called build trigger tool. So we are going to cover it in detail. Other important part which we are going to cover, that is also important from the interview perspective, that somebody can ask you what is ID, Eclipse, NetBeans, different of IDs. Why we usually prefer the Eclipse. TestNG, some important concept of TestNG interviews, Maven, Cucumber. For Cucumber, I just want to say that we are not going to create a complete framework in the Cucumber, but we will give you a small POC so that you can understand that, okay, this is the Cucumber. And if in the future you want to integrate with your existing framework, how you can integrate. Robot framework, again, it is a complete course of a robot framework. Basically, robot framework is something which is based on the Python language. We have a specific course for that, but here we will just give you idea. Reason is that in the interview sometimes happens, sometimes not sometimes, most of the time it happens that you go to the interview, they ask you that the profile is okay. Instead of that, you can, so I have a little bit idea about that. Okay, so I will one by one cover the query. Let me complete the session. Okay, so after that we will cover Cucumber, JavaScript, extend report we are going to cover, and this is the, you can say, we will complete the automation. Then we want to make this course as a complete automation, so we have covered the Agile part. Agile part is not taken care by me, it is taken care by some other guys. Maybe it will cover by the Nitish. So in which we are going to cover the introduction, roles, framework, Scrum related things. Now the beautiful part of this part syllabus is the project case study. This part we have just created so that whenever you have learned the things, you can try to create your framework. You can try to give, we will take some interview, something like that, some mock interviews, so that you can create your framework and you can just see that how much you are comfortable in giving the interview after this workshop. Okay, when you complete your project, you will submit that, you will get a certificate from the RMG. And trust me, it is very, very important. It is very, very valuable now that everybody know that you have got a certificate from the RMG. Okay, so here some things are there, you can read it. I don't want to waste time on it. And that's it from my side. Now you can ask me question one by one. You can unmute yourself and ask me your doubts. Okay, so
So sorry, this is Sudeep. I joined little late. So how much time you will take to prepare for Java? I mean to complete Java.
yet it will take 1.5 to 2 months. Okay, basically you can say the base of whole automation is Java. So we are going to take 1.5 to 2 months. That is especially for Java, because when you learn this Java, this is going to utilize in every tool. Like same thing is used in the REST Assured, same thing is used in the, you can say, other tools, JMeter, JMeter tool. Java is the base of, you can say. So that where we are going to cover. Okay.
What is the total timeline, sir, for the entire course?
The total timeline for the entire course is, that is 5 months. Okay, but we cannot you can say strict on that. We can say it can be you can say 15 days more, but not less than that. Okay, because sometimes that is not the reason that it cannot be completed in the 5 months. The reason is that sometimes there is some reason that we have to drop the class. Maybe most of the persons in the you can say session are not able to join the class. We have faced these problems in the previous session, like due to COVID, you can say 6-7 persons was not available. So we have to consider those situations also. Okay, so that's why. Otherwise, in the 5 months, we can complete all the things.
And somewhere JavaScript will also be introduced, or it is only Java?
JavaScript, as I told you, that the base of the automation is Java. JavaScript is only used in the Selenium when something is not possible. Means there is no direct function available in the Selenium API. So in that case, we have a solution that if we want to achieve that thing with the help of any JavaScript code, so we don't need to learn that JavaScript. We get that JavaScript from anywhere, but how we are going to run it on the Selenium or our browser, that is important. So we are going to learn that part. JavaScript is still very, very vast, and nowadays it is very, very vast, because previously JavaScript was used for only for client side programming. Now JavaScript is very, very powerful. JavaScript used for client as well as server side. If somebody is aware about, they know that.
Do we get all knowledge of QA?
Sorry?
Do we get all knowledge of QA?
Yes, yeah. That's why I'm saying that this course syllabus is designed from complete automation, from manual perspective, from automation perspective. Manual perspective is taken care by the Nitesh. You can say you have already talked him. We have other persons for that also, but I know that mainly Nitesh taken care of this because he has expertise on that. Automation is taken care by me. So this is the complete one.
Hi, will it be weekend classes or week classes, like every day it will be?
No, it will be weekends classes, because as you are working professional, I'm also a working professional. Okay, so it is just like, sorry,
how many hours?
Yeah, it is a maximum of 2 hours, but usually, honestly speaking, I will show you that usually people do not go beyond 1.5 hours. Because sometimes what happens, okay, this is too much topic for today and we have to revise and come again tomorrow. So sometimes, so you can say it average 1.5 hours, but we take the bandwidth of 2 hours.
And Pradeep, are we going to cover like new
Will the
Selenium
class be happening
or
every
Java
weekend?
8 also?
One by one. Okay, who was saying first? Siddesh, you was who was saying first?
No problem, I'll go. I'm asking, will you be covering like Java 8 concepts and Selenium 4, or I mean, how will it be like?
We are going to cover Java 8 concept, and now I will tell you that this is very, very good question, and everybody listen carefully. What is happening there? Currently we are working on a Java 14, something like that, but trust me, from the automation perspective, that the feature which is enrolled in your, can say, latest version beyond 8, like 9, 10, whenever you talk about, they have introduced so many things that is none for our use, like lambda expressions are there. Okay, so they are not used by us, they are used by the developers. So whatever we need, that is already covered in the Java 8. Okay, so all the concept which we need and which we have to utilize. But if you want to go with the Java above version, you can go. I will not restrict you. What happened whenever we download the Java in your system, you can go with the 14. Is it okay? But the thing is that we are not going to utilize any such feature that is not used for us. Are you getting my point?
But Pradeep, so somewhere I think even I mean, I was reading it somewhere like lambda expression, those things are used in collections. So I think it will be good if we cover that.
So
Like the streams and collections.
Yeah, lambda, that's why I'm saying that lambda expression is used by the collection, but we are using the collection directly. Okay, are you getting my point? It is something like that. Somebody want to use A and indirectly A use B, something like that. But in the front, we have to use only A. Got my point?
And Selenium 4?
Selenium 4, we are going to use Selenium 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi Pradeep, Jyoti this side.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, so the basic question I wanted to ask, like I don't have any coding knowledge prior to this, right? So
Okay.
how this gonna help to me code these
Uh,
from the basic?
So if I will say that in this complete session, in this complete syllabus, we are going to cover the Java not from 0, from -1. So from, you can say, don't trust on me, I will show you. Let me complete all the you can say all the queries here, then I will show you that you can contact with the persons which have I've already committed those things to them, and they have already completed the course. So I will show you those person. If you want to interact with them, you can interact them with the help of Nitish. Okay, I will show you after
Okay.
this query. Okay.
Okay. And one more question here. So how much batch strength will be here?
uh,
How
uh
many people will join in?
that will be 12 and 13. So we go around 12 and 13,
Okay, okay. So I
and that
thought
is
that it's like if
no, not 40, 40, not 40, something like that. And the reason is that, about, you can say, why we take the strength of around 13, 14, something. That reason is that our charges are very, very minimal. You can compare it from anywhere. You can say, in comparison to the syllabus, you can compare the fee also. That will be discussed by Nitish. Then you will see that if we will not going to make a strength of 13 and 14, we will not get to, we will go into the loss actually. Okay, so our prime motto is to deliver the things. That's why the name of the group is Refer Me. So because if you are happy, you will refer somebody. If you are not happy, you will not refer. Right?
yeah, got it.
I will.
And most important thing, yeah,
Yes, yes.
and a most important thing that I heard from the other people, like so they enroll the course not for this one, so some other course, but the main thing they face. So while it's coming to the putting the project in the resume, right? So in that part only everyone is facing. So they complete the course but not able to crack any interview because they cannot explain well how the project is being used in their company.
So that is
So
you can say that is the reason is that most of the time what happens, that when you join any training session, they ask you that, okay, this is our, because what is happening here, there are 12 and 13% in the session. So the person cannot take consider that, okay, I will go with the application which you are using in your company, right? Because then we have to take care of 12 application in one go. So what happens, what is our strategy, that for all the complete session, we take our own web application for the automation. But same time, not I'm saying that after completing the session, from the first day, you can, whatever we are training you, whatever topics like Selenium, finding elements, interacting with the browser, you can try on your own application. Are you getting my point? So you can ask your question in your own application, that in my application, I'm not able to identify this component, I'm not able to write something, I'm not able to click something. So you can do it from first day, okay, for your practice. So what is the benefit is that, why we promote this thing also, because told me that after completing the session, how you will justify the interviewer that you have really worked on your real project. So in that case, what happens, if you practice on your real application, your company application, and I'm helping you, so at the end of the session, you can say that you have automated your own application. And now second part, whenever you go for the interview, most of the time you will say in the automation questions, the questions come from the manual, so that how many test cases you have automated, which type of test cases you are automated. In that case, what happens, if you have automated your own company application, you know that you have worked very, very good in terms of manual. So you can explain the manual, then you can say, oh, I have automated in this way, I have find this element using this strategy, something like that, I faces this type of challenge. So we want to make this a real experience when you are working in your own company web application. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, but if is there any scenario, like for my scenario, I didn't work any automation prior to this. Okay, and also there is no scope in here to learn the automation. So in that scenario, how we can go?
So the thing is that, what if you, I think that everybody who is working in the manual testing, and he has an opportunity to test a web application, he and she has a scope.
Mhm.
Reason is that, now the thing is that, I will tell you that what happens, that how my career transformed from manual to automation. You can say around,
Okay.
you can say around 10 years back, there was not so much scope in the automation also. People usually, companies hire for the manual. At that time, I was very, very interested to go into the automation, lot of scope, because the thing is that they was not getting the good opportunities. The clients was not getting the good profiles. At that time, what happens in my current company, I tried to automate my own application. I was working in the manual, and trust me, it was the client based service. And after that, the HR and salesperson see my demo and they try to approach the client, and trust me, now from that they got the billing for the automation also. So this is something like that. What happens that in the client based company, it is very, very good opportunity. They're more interested on the billing part, right? Whatever you are doing, it doesn't matter, but the person should be billable. So this is the first scope. Second scope in your company, if it is not a scope for automation, but now if I'm saying that you can automate your application by your own, you can create a framework by your own, you can showcase this in your interview that in current company I've automated the things. Are you getting my point? Nobody is going to ask you that, oh, in your previous company, in your current company, if you are automated, what was this thing? They will ask only, okay, how you automated, what was your framework, and what was the strategy? So you can showcase, right?
Yeah.
So it
Thank you.
depends on you that how you can utilize. You want to utilize in your growth in the current company, as well you want to use it for the switch to another good profile. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, completely. Thank you.
Okay. And in the market, one thing I will tell you, that is the fact. Whatever experience you have, whatever knowledge you have, it doesn't matter. If you satisfy or justify your experience in the interview, nobody going to ask you anything else. That's why the reason a 3 years experience person getting a package of 20 lakh, and there's a 10-year experience person who is getting a package of only 7 or 8 lakh. So if you justify, then opportunity is in your hand. Yes or no?
Yeah, definitely. And
And that
also it happened. Yeah, sorry.
And that we commit here, that if you will follow all the things, if you will go according, just I can simple what I can say, give me your 5 months with dedication, and I will give you full confidence on your automation. But you have to give 5 months with dedication. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else anybody want to ask? Then I will show you that.
What will be the timing of that classes, morning or evening?
Timings will be currently we have completed 11 and 12 batch, so maybe we will take timing one of the, you can say, batches. We will decide. Reason is that last time what happens that we just, you can say, from last 2 demos, we have just demo for 1 batch, but we got the candidate for 2 you can say batches. So we have to manage in 2 batches. So we have 2 slots. We will decide that in which batch we will start first. Okay.
So
The
we will
timings
be having some options, like sometimes on Saturday and Sunday also we have some religion in morning time. Sometimes we are not available. So
no.
that kind of thing.
No. I will show you what happened. That currently one of the, I will show you. Usually we take 4 batches. One is 9 a.m. that is currently working. Then we have a batch at 11. Then we have a batch as 2, and that one batch that we take in the evening 4.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody asking something?
Sir, Java automation is best or Python automation is best, sir?
Now the thing is that if you want, now the answer is hidden in your answer. I will ask you one thing. You want to suppose you have in the market you have 100 openings in Selenium plus Java, and there are 5 openings in Python plus Java. Oh, sorry, Python plus Selenium. Which is best for you?
Java.
I will tell you. Reason is that now reason is depend on that. What happens that you have lot of opportunities, so you can grab one of them easily. Few person just think in this way. Other person says that, okay, if the opportunities are very less in Python plus Selenium, but the thing is that maybe I will get the more pay for that, and that is the fact. In Selenium plus Java, if you are working, lots of opportunities are there, so you can easily grab one job for you, and you will get the good package. But if you go with the Python, you have to make little bit efforts. Openings are very, very less. Competition is very high. But the thing is that you have a good package. If you are getting 10 lakh package in Java Selenium, you will get 12 to 13 lakh package in Python plus. But now you have to decide that you want to go with side. Risk plus Python. Otherwise, Python is real. You can say it is the emerging thing, and really it is demanded in the market. But now the thing is that, are you getting my point? That how you are thinking, how, yeah. So in which way you are thinking to grab it?
Sir, now upcoming technologies, artificial intelligence, machine learning. technology is coming, sir. That's why also Python automation is best, sir.
Again, the thing is that Python is actually, people usually think that Python is very reason is that Python is very secure. But the thing is that we are actually trying to overlap two things. We are from the QA profile, and language is not only meant from the automation. That is mainly meant from development. You agree this thing? That language is mainly developed for that. That's why it is called development language, programming language. Yes or no?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
getting my point? In the market, you have JavaScript. That is
Yes,
very
sir.
powerful. You have Python, very powerful. You have Java, powerful. Okay, but the thing is that, tell me, these things are very powerful. In which aspect? Your automation aspect, where there is no, I don't think you need so much security there. You are running your automation. You are using some test data. That is not so much, you can say, sensitive. So why you need security things there? So people usually say that, oh, Python is very used in the market. JavaScript is now powerful. We can use backend as well as front-end coding. But think about that. It is really useful in automation or development, pure or development. So this, because languages, when language is developed, they don't think so that somebody is going to use it for QA profile. They usually say this is used for programming, pure development. Are you getting my point? So now the thing is that if you want, if you can learn Java, then you can easily learn Python. You are just increasing your profile that I can work on the automation of Python also. Okay. Otherwise, Python is basically very fast. Security purposes, it is very good. But how you are going to utilize that? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is something like what happens that sometimes we just discuss some people that they only talk, okay, this is very good. Are you getting my, this is good, but think about that from your profile, it is good or not? Okay. Anybody else have any doubts?
Similarly, also the C# language is also now booming up in the automation part, right?
Yes,
So,
again I'm saying that yes, C# has a, so if you try to divide in percentage, 80% market is still covered by Java, then you can say 10% market is covered by C#, then you can say rest of the 10% is covered by the Python, Ruby, JavaScript. In one of my, you can say one of my student work on, you can say in one country, I can remind that was something in the UK, and they prefer on the Ruby. They prefer on the work on Ruby, so he work on Ruby. But the benefit is that when you are going to learn Java, because Java is basically, you can say, it is known as the father of the OOPS concept. All the OOPS concept are well defined in the Java, and any other language, if you will see, they already you can say try to implement all the OOPS concept. So they are very similar to the Java. If you talk about C#, trust me, C# is just like a copy of the Java. They cannot copy because it is something like a copyright things. Otherwise, they can copy. Microsoft can copy all the things from the Java. Otherwise, you will see class concept is there. Class concept is there. We use the import statement. They use the, anybody know C#? They use the namespace. Anybody know? No. If somebody has learned little bit C#, they know that they use the concept of namespace, something like that. We use the data type string. In a string, we use the class type of data type. They use two type of data types: the string class and string as a small string. So concepts are little bit tricked, but the thing is that base of the C# is again Java. Anybody who is little bit from the background of C#, they can tell. Anybody?
Yes.
Yep.
Every concept they are using. They are just using the different syntax only, and that is the reason that how Microsoft can say that, aha, we have not copied it from the Java, we have not copied it from the Sun, now it is Oracle, we have not copied the things from the Sun or Oracle. Now that's why they have changed the syntax only, something like that. You are saying something in the English language, now you are saying something in the German language. Meaning is same, concept is same, grammar is same, but the thing is different. The thing is that what syntax you are using. Maybe in your English you use comma, full stop for the punctuation, but for German language you are using some different. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. And at any point of time, if you are not satisfied, you can ask me that, Pradeep, I'm not satisfied, because this is here. Here you can ask me anything openly related to your query that can be go beyond the syllabus also. Okay. Yeah, tell me, anybody else?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, Girish.
Sir, we can go Selenium with Java. It's mandatory for OOPS concept we can learn.
The thing is that if it is something like that, suppose that nowadays people are you can learn the English, you can learn English using any book, something like that. But if you know the grammar of English, then you can utilize this in the proper manner. Yes or no?
Yes,
Something
sir.
like that, where you should use a and the proper noun, common noun, conjunction, preposition. If you know this thing, you are going to make a good literature on the English. In the same way, if you are going to learn Java, trust me, you can learn the Java without saying something like that. This is this is polymorphism, something like that. But you are learning. But if I will tell you that this concept which you are using in this way, actually it is called overriding, it is called overloading, it is called final keyword, it is called constant. Then it is going to help you in learning easily. And that is my responsibility. That is not your part. Your part is that whatever I am telling you, just you have to ask the question again and again till the time you are not satisfied. Okay, this is the only your responsibility. Second part is mine, that you are getting the concept or not, that is mine. But you have to chase me till the time you are not satisfied. Don't sit okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And I will show you this thing. I'm not saying only these words. I will show you once I will query, sir. I will show you how we work in the how we try to implement this type of strategy in our group. Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, Stephen here. I have a question.
Yeah.
To know Java, we need to start. We need to understand C language, C++, and all this stuff to understand Java in a proper way. So I know the concept of encapsulation and all this stuff theoretically, but practically, I have not implemented it right now till now. So how you are going to help me to understand Java effectively so that I can work efficiently in which language?
Okay, so I will give you the demo on that. Reason is that I will give you a demo, and on the basis of that one, I will just show you one single concept of Java language, and you will see that how you are getting this point. If you are if you do not know anything about Java, still you just tell me that you are getting the concept of not. I will tell you that how I will explain. Okay, I will show you that as a part of demo. Anybody else?
Okay, so Jyoti, Raju, Abhishek, this is the last one question because we want to proceed for demo. So Jyoti, Raju, Abhishek, Akash, Amit, Aparna, Archana, Arnold, Aarti, Ayush, Bhagya, Deven, Dinesh, Gopal, Himanshu, Jagriti, Kaveri, Karta, Komal, Lakshmi, Madhuri, Mahesh, Soeb, Monica, Radhika, Narain, Nivas, and I don't know who is 1 plus 70, Pavan, then another Pavan, Pradeepto, Poonam, Rakib, and someone by the name of Redmi 9, Rishabh, Sahil, Sai, Sanjeev, Sharad, Shruti, Shubham, Shavas, Sri, Stephen, Sudeep, Swapnil, Sweta, Tanu, Vaibhav, Vamsi, Pradeep, and Vaishnavi, Yashas, Jahid, Zohaib. Any question, guys? Just last one question we are going to take, then we will proceed for the demo.
Yes, I have one question.
Just a moment. Who were asking? Yes, Sri?
Actually, I have joined for ISTQB certification. Do you have any training for ISTQB certification?
That you can ping on the same WhatsApp number in which the group you are added. So just ping to 7678 number, who is the admin of group, and the person will reply you. Yeah. Jyoti, Sai, yeah, Sai.
I have one doubt, like how many real-time projects you will be going to.
Okay, so I am parking this question, and Pradeep sir will let you know how many real-time project he is going to work. Jyoti, just quickly your question, please.
Yeah, Nitish. So just wanted to ask, so whatever the batch we will be dividing, so is Pradeep will going to take care or any other people will join?
Pradeep and I will be as a coordinator who will take care for the batches. Thank you. So guys, let's move for the demo part. Here Pradeep sir will let you know about the demo.
Okay. So let me first of all show you that how we proceed here. Everybody able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I hope that few persons are here, not everybody, few persons are on already, you can say they have just tried to learn the Java and they know that what is class and object. I'm not as expecting with everybody, but for my this concept, because if I'm taking some concept from the mid of your, you can say some Java, I cannot explain everything, but I will try to explain the concept. Then let me, this already batches. Let me take some personal thing. Okay, let me take care. I'm just trying to create one class. Okay, I'm just creating a class. Name of the class is student is already there, so let me delete it. I will just create in front of. So the person who have already just tried to learn the Java, they know that what is class and object. They can help me that, okay, they are getting the concept or not. So I'm creating a class student. Okay. So I've created a class student, making and finish. Okay. So every class contains some properties that I will go in the detail when I will take the regular session. But the further timing, let me take it int. There is a property. You know that class is a collection of properties. Yes or no? Anybody can tell me? Anybody know? Class contains some property. Yes or no?
So the group of objects are class, right?
Sorry.
The group of objects are we can define as class.
Yes, exactly. Actually, what happened that I will start the regular session, then I will tell you. But in short, if maybe some person understand easily right now, so I'll tell. Class is something like that. Somebody says that what is class? So class is nothing. Class is just like a group. Class is something like a group. In this real world, first of all thing you have to understand that everything is an object. Everything is an object. Everything you are seeing, your laptop, you are object. Your everything you are seeing, any plant, you are seeing any pencil, mobile, everything is a object. Are you getting my point? Everything is a object. I will can give you the very good example also, that how science take it. Science also take it that everything is object. Anybody has seen the movie Munna Bhai MBBS? Anybody?
Yes.
You know that what was the base of that picture? That was the story was based on a patient who was in the coma, right? And the dean of that picture in that movie, Bomin Inari played a role of a dean of that hospital. He always used the term subject is not working, object is not working. Are you getting my point? Anybody has focused this thing, that he was not telling, he was not using the term the patient, something like that. The patient was also just like a subject and object for him. Yes or no? Yes or no? Anybody have reminded this thing? If you have seen that movie, and
Yes.
the reason is that in the movie, actually everything, the science says that everything is an object in this world. Your plant is an object, you are an object. But that how you differentiate between these objects on the basis of its properties. If you have a properties of living, then you are comes under the category of some living group. If you have not property of living, not life, you comes under a group of non-living things. So actually this whole world, everything is an object, and when you try to make a group of objects which have similar type of properties, then this is called class. Anybody who's getting this point? That whole world is the collection of, whole world is an object. Everything in this world is an object. When you try to make a collection of objects having similar type of properties, then this is called group. And Java, this group is known as a term class. Are you getting my point? Anybody?
Yes.
So for example, I'm trying to create a group of, I'm just giving the name of a group student. So for me, I'm just trying to create a group of a student. So how I will define that which objects of this world will come under this group, because everything is object in this world. So I'm like saying that every object in this world which have a property ID, which have a property name, which has a property school name, that will come under my group. Yes or no? Yes or no? I can create another group of in front of you. I'm creating a group EMPLOYE. Employees, again, it is a logical collection of group. How you will define that which objects in this word come under this group? You will say if they have a property employee ID. Yes or no? If they have a property of employee name, definitely if it is a part, you can say department, designation. Yes or no? Are you getting my point? I have tried. I will just explain this thing properly in the regular session, but for the time being, you understand and try to read the definition again. If you try to learn it from the internet, just try and read it again and try to relate with my concept that this whole world is just like you can say contains objects. Everything in this world is an object. Now you have to define that which objects will come under your group which you want to create. Are you getting my point? For example, your company is also a group of has one person. Yes, or do you define the properties? So on the basis of these property, you say that this is my group, and group is nothing. In Java, group is known as class. They use the term class because in your childhood, in your you can say in your childhood, you have go to the schools to say I'm in class second, I'm in class third, I'm in class fourth. What do you mean by class? Understand? Oh, your syllabus is included in your right. Your age is in this you can say range. So that is the property that defines. Okay, so I will not go into deep here because this is demo and I cannot go. I will here just ask one question that this class is, you can say, a group of objects. You have said right thing. How we can then equal to Newton in this way that one or two. Okay, two object of student class S1 and S2. But you can say these, but you have to differentiating in terms of uniquely. For example, and Neha is another student. Now I will say this is one sheet. Reason is that both are a student. You define the uniqueness on the basis of that properties. S1 has a property, something unique. Let me also have a property thing unique. Is it a property name for S? Example S2, S1 of the same group, same class, that is student. Here I starting that school name. I will write. So I am requesting everybody that you have to give one answer and then you will understand that how you should learn Java. Actually, it's bad approach to learn Java. That's why I'm printing the ID of S1 here. How? I will just do one thing. S1.id. In same way, let me print other things. I'm going to print the values S1.id. And here are S1 name, S1 school name, S1 dot name, S1 dot school name. And after that, I'm doing one thing. I'm just giving a line space. I will make a gap so that you can understand the printing. Now I'm printing the object values for the S2. I hope everybody is understanding what will be my question. Can anybody tell me what will be the output? Everybody try. What will be the output of this program? Dare. Can I run this program?
Yes.
If you will fear, you will not. डर के आगे जीत है. Sometimes just drink the dew.
The output of this program will be first. It will be showing the Dhanush.
Okay, so maybe I have run this program. Anybody, if you want to dare, you can just tell me. This is the same output you are expecting. Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Okay. And one person who was telling me that I do not know Java and I do not know anything about Java. So you can try that you are getting this point that values should be printed this way, or you are not getting.
Can you go on the top?
Sorry, sure. Like, yeah, this one, so that you can see it easily. Your voice is not clear. Can you come a little bit near?
So you have defined a name as string and the school name as string. Sir, can you explain the public static void? I got everything, but I did not got the public static void main string.
Yeah. So that the thing is that I can explain, but the thing is that when you come to the one by one point in the, you can say Java, otherwise it contains so many topics. This is called access specifier. Okay, modifier. This is called written. There is a specific reason that why it is written this way. Okay, but that the thing is that I can explain. I cannot explain every topic right now. If anybody know Java, then I can explain. Anybody who is getting that, okay, this is the question of Java, I can explain, because I don't need to tell what is access specified, what is written type. Then I can explain this line in trust me, in 2 minutes I can explain which is asked now. Okay, because this is, you can see, you have to one by one, you have to learn these things. Are you getting my point? Okay, but at any point in time, I will try to tell one thing here, then one go. It has one meaning. It has one meaning. It has one meaning. It doesn't matter you are utilizing it here or you are utilizing it here. Now tell me, the meaning of public will be always public. You are using public word anywhere. The meaning of public will be changed. Yes or no?
No.
No. Yes or no? No. If you are using anything private, private means private. It's a private. What is the difference when you are using private? I can tell you this thing, but you have to cover the topic, learn the Java. Okay, now everybody see carefully when you are having similar properties. So every object which contains these 3 properties under my group, because S1 has and these values. So anybody who's not is printing 5, Dhanush XYZ, 8 Neha PQR. Anybody? Okay, now I'm looking some daring person. I'm using one thing. I am writing static, static keyword, because somebody asked me. I'm using a static keyword in the school name, property of this class. Now anybody can tell me, is there any difference in this output, or it will be same?
Stephen here, the school name will be fixed.
School name will be fixed. Okay, I got it. School name will be fixed. So, but in terms of output, can you tell me
we
what
can't
will be the
use
value?
any object reference.
No, it cannot.
So don't use the
Can use,
S1
but it is not preferable. No. Your statement is right, but no, that is not something like that. That is not mandatory. It is something like that. When there is something static, object should not use it directly. You can use directly with the name of class. That's why. Are you able to see one? Can you read this statement for me, which is coming on S1.school name?
The static field students.school name should be accessed in a static way.
Yeah, it is saying that you are trying to assign the value of a school name in a, it is a static property, and you are trying to assign this value in a non-static way. Whenever you need to assign the value, actually the best way is that don't use the object. You can use student, use the class name directly, student, student dot school name. Are you getting my point? It is saying that this is the proper way to assign some values to the static one. Now you are able to see. Just tell me, alert here. But you are
Pradeep,
getting
alert. It is not showing error. So
yes, that's why I'm saying. That's why I point this thing. This is not mandatory. This is recommended. It is something like that. I will give a fun example. Don't make a fun on that. But this is something like that. You have a spoon to eat something, but you have some serving spoon. Now tell me, you can eat with a serving spoon as well as normal spoon. But it is recommended whenever you are eating, you should use normal spoon. And if you are serving somebody, you have used serving spoon. Yes or no? But you can eat with you can use both spoons. What is the proper way? What is the proper use? That depends. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So it is something like that. You can assign I will show you the output will be same. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm making this thing. Now just see, I'm just making comment. Just see what will the output. Output will be, you will say output is same, but you have used the wrong approach to achieve the thing. Okay. Let me clear. I want to ask one question and I printed this thing. Okay. So my question is that it is not going to be changed. Okay. Now the answer is again wrong. Now tell me, here the value of a school name is XYZ. Yes or no? But if it is static, second object is able to change it. Yes or no? Yes. So this statement is wrong. That is static values cannot be changed. It can be changed. Now, okay, that just forget that thing. I will tell you how you should learn and you can learn it efficiently. Now tell me, what will the output? First of all, tell me, what will the output of this program? 5 Dhanush XYZ, 8 Neha PQR or something different? Look, nah, you don't take there. Interview phase, how you face the interview? Chalo, I have run it. Now, anybody can tell me the reason for Dhanush object 1 ID is used for. Where is the XYZ? Anybody can explain me the reason?
The static value gets updated with the latest one.
I will give you that. Now I will give you the very, very good statement. Whenever you are going to face the interview in the Oracle and Microsoft, something like that, they use one term. Try to precise. Don't go give me the big definition. And in that case, somebody asks you what is static, just use one term and trust me, you will be selected. Static means I've written this here. Just read for me. Static means
Shared.
yes. It means when there is a group of objects which have a property that can be shared among all the objects of that group, that is called shared, and that is known as static. Now I will explain you how it is possible. Before that, let me first of all explain that how you should learn. And trust me, every object is written in this way. Let me first of all do this thing. Now, whenever you run this program, what will happen in the memory? Okay, so program start from main. So it will create one object in the memory. Yes or no? So how it will create? Let me show you. Trust me, Java in every language is very easy. That's why people say that if you learn Java in my way, then you will learn any language. Now I will explain one thing. One by one, let me explain what happens. This line creates object in the memory. Is it okay?
Yes. Yes.
Say yes or no. At least you can say. So I will do one thing. Let me assume that this is whole memory. Is it okay? This is whole memory. So now when you write this line, what happens? Why people say that it creates object? So actually, whenever you write this line, new student, it creates one space in the memory, something like this. What happens? It create some memory, something like that. Internally, it creates a block. This is called object and individual. So this is the object for one S1. So something like this, you can say it is object S1. Is it okay? And in S1, it allocates within this object ID, name, and school name. Yes or no? Haji, you can say yes or no with me. So what will happen? For ID internally, it will again allocate one memory that within this object, this memory is for ID. This memory is for
Name and school name.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes, exactly. If you will try to, this is the only prerequisite with me, that try to interact with me. That's why I'm saying that. Keep asking the question. You are not satisfied. Otherwise, it is the best part for me that if you are not asking, I will bind the session. Okay. Object, and within the object, the memory is assigned for individual property ID. Then it is name. It is name, and third space is occupied for school name. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Now this line is completed. This line is completed. Now in the next line, you are assigning some value to ID of 5. Yes or no? So when you are writing S1.id, what do you mean by S1.id? For the ID. Yes or no? So where 5 will go?
In the ID?
Yes, it will go in the ID part. Here it will go 5. Great. Now when this line will learn, S1.name means the name memory which is available in S1. It will store the Dhanush. Yes or no? Good. Now S1 memory, for the S1, what is the school name memory? It will store XYZ. Very good. Is it okay?
Yes.
Now it will go to the next line of code, thing like this. My point. And this object will be assigned to S. And within this, it will again allocate memory for individual object. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because for every object, internally it store the memory for every object separately. If some object have a ID property with the value 5, another object have a same property, but the value can be different. So can I say this? That it is using the value ID, then it is for name, and it is for school. Is it okay?
Yes.
Great. If you are saying, it is actually telling me that you are getting the point. Now this line is completed. Now you are assigning the value with the help of S. This is very important. You are saying S2. S2 means the memory where ID is stored in the S2 memory. It will be stored where? Here. Yes or no? Very good.
Name.
Neha will be stored where? So name is an S1 also. But if I'm saying S2 dot name, so it will store in the S name memory of S2. Yes or no? So that's why the thing is that this is the value from the memory. Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm reading the value. That's why it is giving the answer. PQR. Now just see what will happen. TATIC. And just see. First of all, I will show you the output. Then I will show you the answer. And you will be surprised that you should learn. Why again try to execute this program with me and you will learn. Let me do one thing. Let me go to my graph. This time, let me only do one thing. Let me delete this part. Let me delete this part. Okay, now just see what will happen. If it is a static, how it is going to behave? It will, very good. If you are saying yes. Good. Okay, so this is S1. Now, when it creates the object, it checks that how many properties are there. 3 properties are there. So it has to allocate the memory for 3 properties, ID and name and school name. So it checks that how many properties are defined without a static keyword. How many properties? ID and name. Yes or no? Yes. So if any property is defined without static keyword, it allocates the memory within the object. So it means it will allocate the memory for within the object location, ID and name. Now at the time of object creation, it is saying that, oh, school name is a property, but it is static. So static means it is a property of a class, but it is shared among all the objects. Yes or no? So for this thing, the memory will not be assigned within the one object. It will allocate. This is not a part of this particular object. This is allocated in the shared location. What is the name of the property? Who is not getting? Tell me who is not getting. Okay, so now you can say for the S1, whenever object is created, if the property is non-static, this circle, this oval, and if any property is static, it means it is shared. So this memory will object over. This is at the shared location. And whenever S1 want to fetch the value, it will directly point to the school name here. Got my point? Yes or no? Now you will see what ID 5. For S1 ID 5, it will store 5 here. Yes or no? Now I am able to see the some voices here. So 5 will be stored here because S1 ID is here. Yes or no? Now it will say S1.name is where is the location of name for S1? Within the object area. Ask that you have to store the S1.school name. Where is the location of a school name for S1? Yeah.
In the class.
Outside the object S1. So I can write it here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, now I can hear the more powerful voices. It means you are getting. Now come to again. Again, the object will be created. New object. Yes or no? So this object is created. Let me create for you this object. So now same rule will happen. Same rule. This time new object created. Few properties are non-static. So memory will be allocated within the object. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is here. Name is here. So let me write ID and name here. Actually, Java people usually try to learn Java without the memory concept. And trust me, whole Java is actually depend on memory. And people, if you try to learn from here, trust me. Now tell me, same rule for this object shared area.
Outside the object.
Outside the object area, and that is the shared area. But you know that already in the shared area, property is already there. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it will not create any memory, but it will point it cursor to here also. Yes or no? For the when this line of code will run, S12 is saying, I want to store ID in my ID location. ID, it will be stored here. There will be S2 is saying that I want to store the school name PQR. So where it will be stored?
Object.
In the shared or no?
Yes.
So he will also know point. Even you can say very interesting thing. If at this point after S2, S1 again try to update the value something different. Because S1 can update any time again. Yes or no? Now this time this updated the value h. Now tell me when this program is ending here before reading the value, what was the updated value? So that's why giving answer HHS. You can see here. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I can prove another thing also. Here you are assigning the value here and then reading together. Yes or no? Now try to give me the answer. Don't be hurry. Don't be in hurry. If I will cut these lines, if I will cut these lines from here and I will write this line here before creating the object 2, can anybody tell me the output? It is static, but can anybody tell me the output?
Yeah, first XYZ, then PQR last.
Excellent. And reason is that when this part is completed in the memory, at that time the latest value of a school name was XYZ, and same time the person read the value. So at a stage value was XYZ. Then new object is created. That updated the value PQR. You have read it here. So the output will be XYZ and PQR. But if I will try to again print the value of S1 here again, it will give PQR. Yes or no? So it means that it depends on that in your coding where you are updating the value and where you are reading. Yes or no?
Yes.
I can again I can prove one thing. I told you this is XYZ. So I'm doing one thing. I have created the S2 object, but I'm not assigning any value. So now tell me, if I'm not assigning any value in the S2, but still school name is shared, yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So that's why,
right.
yes, so this value will be something, they will print some default value. You have not assigned value for S2, anything. So S2 is not assigned, S2 ID name is not assigned, but this is not assigned, but it will share from the location, which is updated. So answer will be, are you getting my point?
Yes.
So in this way, you should learn. Now I will show you very interesting thing. One girl told me that the meaning of static is, it is nobody can change it. Sorry, I think one boy tell me. Oh, anybody tell me. Just assume I have told.
Yes,
I have told.
I told this meaning of static cannot be changed. Stephen.
Yes. Yes. So Stephen here. So Stephen, now just try to, Stephen, you are getting this point. I understand that you are not getting the class object right now, but I'm trying from myself that how you can, if you try to learn from the memory perspective, most of the things will be clear, right?
No, I got the class object point and I got this as well. So the static is something which is going to take from the outside of the object, like it's already described there.
Yes, yes. If you are getting this point, it means I'm on the track. And in some way,
and I'm getting the class and object as well. So
wow, excellent. Now I can give you the funny example. I can give you not the funny, with the real example. It is something like that in your company. You are writing the manual test cases, everybody. So if your manager want to share some RFC document, they put in the shared location. Yes or no? Right or wrong? They don't say that, oh, I will give a copy to the Neha, I will copy to Stephen. No, this is the shared location. Everybody can access it. Yes or no?
Right.
Now the thing is that very, very good thing. Manager says, think about that. I will write some RFC document here, but sometime boys are very, very naughty. They can change some RFC document, something they can tweak, and it will be a problem for others. So he do one thing. He make it shared, but read only. Yes or no? Are you getting my point? You can read the document, but you cannot update it. Yes or no? So now, how you can make it possible a school name? Now, because in the real world, tell me, if I am creating this class for a specific school, do you think it is feasible? It is a valid scenario that any student can change the school name? School name should be school names. It is not a valid scenario, right or wrong?
Right.
So how we can achieve it? Simple. If we will try to make this school name property something like that, it should be shared for everybody. They can read it, but nobody can change it. How you make it possible? You have to use a keyword final. When I will use a final keyword, just see, it will start giving error on your code at line number 6. Now, can anybody read the error for me? Anybody can read that? Yeah.
It has to be initialized.
Yes, it is saying that. And now why it is saying that, try to understand in your memory concept. Just assume that when this object will be created, yes or no? So this memory is allocated within the object, yes or no?
Right.
This object is created within the memory. But when it will try to create this memory, you are telling that this is shared and nobody can change it. If nobody can change it, if you are not assigning value in it, so in the future, nobody can change it. It is useful or not?
No.
Something like that. I will give you the funny example. I'm saying that this is for girls. This is not for girls, for everybody, but just for funny example. I will give you that this is a container for your kitchen. This is very, very beautiful container. You can store the pickle, sugar, anything. Okay, but I'm giving it you, and you can put it. Nobody can store anything right now. After it, when I will give you, nobody can store anything. So do you think it is useless or useful?
Useless.
Only one thing is possible. At least I can do one thing. If I'm saying that this is final, means it is shared, nobody can. So at the time of allocating the memory, at least I should assign some value. Yes or no? So now error is gone. Why error is gone? When the object will be created, first time this memory will be created, I have assigned some value that can be read by everybody. Yes or no? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Now you will see this error is gone, but why we are getting the error at line number S1.school name and S2.school name? Can anybody read the error for me? Can anybody read the error for me? The final
school name cannot be assigned.
So now it is saying that if you want to achieve this type of, you can say level, when you give final, so it means at the time of creating the final, you can assign some value. Now every object can read it. Nobody can change it. This line is not valid. Now tell me, now every object in this class, when it will be created, it will access the school name property with the value of RTZ. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now you can see the output. So it depends on that how you want to achieve the things. So here you can see in this graph what happens whenever first time this memory is created, something like this. If you are storing something in the school name, that is okay. Otherwise, first time it is created and it becomes logged. It becomes logged.
So if you need to use static and final both, like simultaneously?
No, if you want to make it static, means shared and final, then it is called, then you have to make. If you want to make it this final also, that this user, this particular object is created and in the future itself he cannot change the value, then it is called non-static final. Getting my point? This is shared and final. This is not shared, but it is final for, can anybody tell me the example where this ID should be created at the time of creation and it can be never changed in your life? Your employee ID, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, your employee ID. It is the best example. In your company, your employee ID is generated when you enter into the system. But after that itself, you cannot, even in your company, nobody can change it because ID is the primary thing. In the future, after 10 years, you will come to the company and say, can you get me some details according for my employment? He will ask you, what's your ID, sir? So ID cannot be changed. It means it should not be generated initially. It should be generated when you come into the picture, when the object is created, and then nobody can change it. Itself the same object. Yes or no? Okay. So don't go into the complexity of this one. I will cover this non-shared final. I will show you. So don't go into the complexity. Just tell me, are you getting this concept that what is static, what is object, what is final, how memory allocated? Yes or no? Anybody who's not? Stefan, what about you?
Yes, we understood, sir.
Okay, so it is just like a glimpse that how we are going to cover every topic in Java. We will cover with the help of memory, because memory tells you that. Otherwise, I'm saying that this is object. Who has seen that object? Who has seen the reference? Who has seen the value? But when you run this program, actually it works according to the memory. So when you learn the concept using the memory concept, it is very, very easy. Getting my point? So yeah. I cannot cover so many things, but yeah, let me show you. We have very, very less time. So let me go to the other part of, you can say, our training sessions. So after that, what will happen?
I have one basic question.
Yeah, tell me.
Like, why we are writing everything in this method only, like this system.out.println? Why aren't we using directly class? This is because of encapsulation only, or
no? Can you come again your question?
Like we are defining all these things, s1.id, system.out.println, all these things we are writing within a method and not directly in class. So why we are doing this kind of thing? Why are we using class only directly?
Yes. So actually what is happening there, the thing is that whenever you are going to learn a class, there are two things in the class. Only two things are there. Trust me. One is called properties. Okay. And few people say that property, variable, something. But let me give you very short. One is property and second is called methods or functions. Is it okay?
Yeah.
So the purpose of properties is something to define your properties names and their type. Is it okay?
Yes.
So rest of the things is only functions. Got my point? So your instructions, your statement, all the things should be written in the functions only. You cannot write any statement other than your properties. You cannot write it directly. Let me show you. If I will write this line of code, just see what will happen. If I will write this line of code here, you will get an error. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Because it understands that Java contains properties or functions. This is, are you able to see this is not a property?
Yes.
It means it should be a part of function, and functions should always be wrapped within this curly braces. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? Okay.
Yes.
Even if you are not interested, you cannot give the name of the function. Just do one thing. I will show you a very interesting thing. Just make a curly braces. Okay. This error is gone, that you cannot write the code here. So it's still your code should be written within any function. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So I will talk, you can say in detail, don't worry about that. If you want to see that what is my way of teaching, you can get the initial 1-2 recording from the Nitesh if he allows, you can get. Okay. Anybody else have any question? Because I have to bind up the session, so I want to show you some important part of our session. Anybody?
No questions, sir.
Okay, good. So let me come to the point again, that how we are going to proceed this session when you will enroll something, when you will decide. Okay, so for every session we create a group here on the basis of your batch. Are you able to see? This is only demo. Before that, are you able to see this batch 13 automation?
Yes.
So here the purpose of this WhatsApp group is that so that the reason is that we are going to take the sessions in the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday. So if you face any problem related to any topic, related to any other concern, where you will go? You will be stuck in Monday to Friday? No. You can communicate with me, with other members in this group, and you ask your queries. You can see here. Are you able to see? They are trying to ask the question and everybody is trying to give the answer. Are you able to see? Are you able to see this one?
Yes, yes.
So the main motto of this group is that so that we prepare for the interview. So what happens in group is, suppose you have 13 persons. So if you have facing one problem, other person try to give the answer. So the benefit is that if he will solve the problem, actually he is preparing for the interview. Getting my point? And any point of time, if you are not getting the answer, I jump into the WhatsApp group and give you the answer. Got my point? What is the benefit of WhatsApp? Second thing is that in other online session, you will see they say that when the session will be completed, all the course will be completed, then you will get the access of recording of session. But here we will say that after every session, within 1 hour, you will get the recording of your same day session, so that you can revise it for whole 1 week. Okay, and where we shared these things, we are shared in this group. So you will see whenever session is complete. Are you able to see recording is here?
Yeah.
So here you can say any type of communication. So you can say, even you have an opportunity, if you really want to see, you can interact these persons. Okay, so if you really want to interact, you can ask Nitesh that I want to interact with this Kiran Sharma, Dhanush. That's why I taken the name. This is the name from my current batch. So you can contact these persons, that how I try to deal with the topics. Okay, you can see at any point of time they are pointing any problem, they can put in the WhatsApp, and I try to deal. First of all, I try to give the opportunity to others. So this is, in this way we are very, very unique. Every session recording is available. You can see here. Let me show you. Are you able to see? We have this 10th, 12th batch, 11th, complete automation, 13th batch. So we upload the recordings in their Google Drive, and you can see this one, 31st July. Are you able to see?
Yes.
And the whole communication is there. And you can see when your course is completed, then also we are not going to close this group. This is the group when you will not say that we all are selected and now we don't want to stay in this group. Okay, now you can see this is RMG. Let me show you. This is 13th batch. This is 11th batch. 12th batch we have completed. After that, 9th, you can say API engineering. So all batches are open here. You can see 10th, okay, 8th. So here you can say we have different batches. These are the batches which I take care related to the automation. Getting my point? So this, in this way, we are very, very unique. The purpose is that if you will get the quality, you will got selected, then you will refer somebody. If you will not be selected, you will not get quality, you are not going to refer. And that is the base theme of our group. That is called Refer Me. Got my point? Still I will say you that at any point of time, if you have any doubt, you want to contact any person, you can contact these persons. You can see we have a batch of limited persons here. Okay, 13 that we are going to, that is, you can say we have just started the Selenium here, and 11, 12 we have completed. So in place of 11th and 12th, we are planning to start new. Anybody have any doubt, you can ask me. Apart from the fee, that is taken care by Nitesh. Anybody? Okay, let me call. Hi sir, Nitesh sir, are you there?
Yes sir, I'm here.
Sir, I'm done from my side. Now you can
Fantastic. So let me share my.
Nitesh,
Nitesh sir, are you in the
Yes,
airport?
yes, I am here. No. Actually, it's raining here. So, guys, I hope you have resolved all your queries. Still, we have a time. So, if you have anything to ask, like Akash, Amit, Archana, Arnold, Bhagya, Devin, Dinesh, Himanshu, Jyoti Prakash, and Madhuri, Monica, Radhika, Naren, Nivas, Pavan, both Pavan, Pradipto, and then there is Pranali, Poonam, Rakib, Rishabh, Sahil, Sai, Sanjeev, Sharad, Shruti, Subham, Shri, Stephen, Sudeep, Sweta, Vamsi, and Vaishnavi and Zoheb. Any question, guys? Anything to ask?
Pradeep sir, one question. Stephen here. We have to actually code to learn the Java part. So will you help us to like set up everything and the coding part as well? Like that was my question. Hello, Pradeep sir, you're getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you. In terms of setup, everything will be from the scratch. Okay, so don't worry about any technical aspect. Okay, that your Java installation, everything will be there. I will tell you that why you are using the Java, why you are setting each and every component. Okay, don't worry about that.
Okay, and you will help us in the coding as well, right? Like how to we have to actually code. So you'll observe our code and you will understand like what's correct and what's not correct, right?
Whenever I will write a single word in the code, I will explain that. And trust me, you will automatically understand that how the coding is one by one. Just create a big logic. Reason is that every word and every statement will be explained. Okay. Stephen, you are getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you, sir. No further questions. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, Stephen. Anyone has any more query to ask? Fair enough. So guys, first of all, I congratulate to each one of you. We have started the workshop, so the number of participants has we have reached to 65 and now 38. So here you guys can make a difference. This is the real proof that people are looking for a change. People want to change their career, but still do not want to put any effort, right? Even again, I am not against them, but it is their choice. But most of the time it happens that we look at our friend or our colleague and we see that how the person has changed the job, why the person is getting a good package or good salary. Reason because friend, he or she has done an effort for that, right? I mean, in this group, I am not going to take a name, but many of the people are here who have attended the previous demos as well. They have not decided at that time. In the same time, the batch when we have started, people have changed their career and now changed into a package. Previously, whatever, for example, they were X in the package, now they are getting some X plus 5 or X plus 10 something, right? So it is your decision. Definitely, we will start our batch and we will continue with that. Now let's talk about, it is a time for change. So let's talk about, do a kind of a little analysis on this, right? So I am going on my back. I mean, I hardly got a time, so I have taken a few of them. I mean, these are the placement. People have changed their career. You can see here. Now let me go do a kind of a small analysis here. If any of you are going to attend a Selenium class, it usually costs 9 to 11,000 rupees. JMeter again 9,000, API testing 9,000, CI/CD people charge somewhere 4 to 5,000 rupees, and Agile around 6,000 rupees. And it takes at least 8 to 8.5 months because the basic is for every class is a Java, and the total fees which people spend is 40,000 rupees, right? For this, we have summarized the course because Java is the base concept for everything. So we have summarized and make it in 5 months. Now the total fees is, we have kept 25,000 rupees, but for a first 5 entries we are giving an early bird discount which is a 3,000 rupees, but it is only for the 5 entries, strictly only for the first 5 entries, right? And if anyone needs a bill, we will give the GST bill as well, but GST will be applicable for that, right? So this is the fees we have kept for this workshop, that is for our 14th workshop. and we are going to start 2 batches, that is the 14th and 15th we will start, right? And again, this is early bird discount, which is a 3,000 rupees after 5 entries. We will not entertain any of the discount for this workshop, and the regular fees, that will be 25,000 K will be applied, right? And if anyone is, for example, registering for early bird, so the person will get the same workshop at a 22K. And if you are referring someone, so we will give additional 2,000 rupees discount. So you the workshop fees will be at 20K in that case, right? Any question, anything? Yeah, Jyoti. Jyoti, this is the this is the complete, I mean, package. We can, I mean, here we haven't think that someone say I want only Selenium, I do not want JMeter. So this is the complete package, and the good part is that one thing. Thank you for highlighting this. One good part is that we cover Selenium in 3.5 months. In 3 months approximately. So what will happen after Selenium? You can start looking the job after 3 months, and then you can, in the parallel, you can look for, I mean, you can cover the JMeter API and CI/CD part, right? That you can cover. Jyoti, this is not a customized, it is a complete package here. Any question? Any? And no, yeah, again, that's a very good question. Thank you, Jyoti, for highlighting. So guys, here we are giving a option that you can pay the fees in next 2 months. So you can pay into installment. The first registration fees or the first installment will be 5K. After that, you can pay into 2 months. Thank you. Anything else, guys, would like to ask? Amit, Bhagya, Archana, yep. Okay. Aarti, Deven, Dinesh, Jyoti, Madhuri, Monika, Radhika, Naren, Nivas, Pavan, Pranali, Poonam, Rakib, Rishabh, Sahil, Sai, Sanjeev, Shruti, Subham, Shri, Stephen, Sudeep, Sweta, Vamsi, Vaishnavi. Any more questions you would like to ask? Mode of payment, I will share. You can do a Google Pay, you can do a Paytm, you can do account transfer, anything, whatever you want.
When will it confirm this?
Sorry?
So when you can confirm on this deadline?
I am really very sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can anyone tell what Jyoti is saying? Pradeep sir, can you hear? Jyoti, can you please?
I think there is some disturbance in the voice.
Yep. So let me is it fine?
Yes. Jyoti, you can type.
Yeah, little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Please go ahead. Sure. Yeah, anyone else have any question? Pradeep sir, this question is for you.
Nitish sir, can you be on mute for some time because I'm not able to become background noise? Yeah, now
Okay.
Please ask the question.
Yes, I was. This is Aarti. Actually, I was asking that, like, we have, some differences in features. So, if we are using a pro version, then we have some extra, features. So, are we covering some pro features as well, or the normal one?
No, it doesn't. Reason is that when you are going to work on the manual testing or automation, what happens? You mainly focus on the browser. You are going to test on Chrome, and that when the browser comes, you have to update the exe file. Are you getting my point? Rest of the things are same in the same. You are talking this thing or something different?
Like in Pro version, we have some extra features like uploading some 1,000 files. I don't remember the feature name, but yeah, there were some 4 and 5 features which was extra and which we don't have in free version.
Okay, you are not talking about the Chrome. You are talking about the Selenium 4 version, right?
Yes, no, I'm
Yeah.
talking about I'm talking about the SOAP UI Pro version. SOAP UI.
Okay, SOAP UI Pro version. Yes. In SOAP UI version, what happens that 3 versions are come. SOAP UI free version, SOAP UI Pro version, and the Ready API. Okay, so we are going to cover the free version and Pro version. So in Pro version, one feature which is very useful that has come in the Pro version, that is data source loop.
Yes,
so we are
exactly.
going to cover that. We are going to cover that. That is the main part of that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Nitesh, now you can proceed. Now you can proceed.
Okay. So anything else, guys? Any more question? And the surprising part, 23 people is there.
Nitesh, I just put one question. Can you confirm on that?
Yeah. So I have replied you, Jyoti, that up to 5 entries, the early bird is there, right?
No, I'm
Deadline,
saying,
this is
it's
okay.
not for the early bit. When we can confirm, like to join the batch.
Okay. So the batch will start from the next week.
Okay. So till next week we have time, or till Friday?
Again, Jyoti, I cannot comment this because if the 5 entries are usually in the last batch, we got the 5 first nomination within the maximum 1.5 hours. So I cannot comment on this. So it is just for the first 5 entries.
No, I'm not saying for the early bit. So I'm just generally saying, suppose you are creating the batch for 12 or 13, right? So if you are starting the batch from the next week, right? So till Thursday or Friday, because I need some time to think of that. So can I tell you by Thursday or Friday? Is it fine, or you have any deadline to confirm who is going to join the batch?
Okay. So in case, let's suppose, Jyoti, you decide on Friday, and let's suppose I got 5 nominations, right? In that case, what will happen that I cannot give you the early bird discount. You can confirm, yeah.
Early bird. I'm not talking about the early bird. I'm just saying, like you have the batch.
I mean, yeah, if absolutely you can, if we have a seat, because not more than 13 people we will include in the batch. So
correct.
So if we have full, then you have to wait for the next batch. Right, because a few people in the same WhatsApp group are there, around 4 or 5 people are there already, who have nominated for 13 batch, but due to some reason they couldn't continue, so they are continuing with the 14th batch, right? So we have already 3 or 5, around 4 seats are already occupied.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Guys, any more question? Then we can stop here. Pranali here, sorry, mic issue. I have one question. I am from non-technical background. Can I learn, understand? Yes, Pranali, you can. Even in our last batches, people are from non-IT background and they have learned. They are learning very well. Right. One more thing, I guess here, Poonam. Poonam, are you there? Poonam, can you hear me? If you can unmute yourself. Poonam, are you there?
Yes, Nitesh.
Okay. So Poonam, you have attended few class in the 13 batch. So can you share your experience with these guys?
Yes, sure. I have attended around 2 months of class with Pradeep sir, and it's quite a good experience. The pattern or the way.
We can't hear you.
We are not able to hear you.
Poonam, we are not able to hear you. Anyways, I don't think anyone else joined because those people told me we are not going to join the demo. We are continuing. I doubt anyone has joined from that.
Yes, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm working as a software test engineer with C#. So I would like to Java for my abroad chances. So there is have any another timings? Actually, I could log into 9:30, but so you are telling the timings like 9 to 4, but these timings are not suitable for me.
Shirisa, see, the timing we decide usually with the participants consideration. Let's suppose we have 12 people, and in the first class we decide the time, right? And after that, with the majority we go with the time. In case, let's suppose, for example, let's suppose you have registered and you have transferred the fees. In case if the time is not suiting to you, then we will refund 100% amount to you. In case if you are not continuing because of the timing issue.
Okay, and
Right.
another one is okay. So in these batches, some persons are freshers and some persons are applied to experiential. So now I'm coming in the part of the experiential. So some difference between the freshers and experiential, right?
Pradeep sir is the right person. If I will say something, I will definitely say yes. But Pradeep sir is the right person to comment on this.
Yes. So the thing is that actually, you are somebody's from the experience, somebody's you can say very much experience on the automation, anything. And if somebody's from the freshers, we have designed this syllabus so that it covers from fresher to, you can say, experience. It is something like that, from pin to elephant. But I'm just sharing my experience that I have seen that when I was just sharing my understanding about the topics, when I was taking the topics, most of the time experienced person also told me that, oh, I was not aware that these things happen in this way. Okay, so I'm just saying that I'm just trying to cover everything in detail, so it will be useful for expertise also. Got my point?
Yeah.
Experienced persons, and you will see this in the starting 2 sessions only. Even you have seen in this current demo also that how I explained the static part.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Nitesh, one doubt. Like, can we get a copy of the contents PDF so that I could refer my friends by showing these are the topics covered?
Yeah, surely. I will share in the same WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Nitesh, one question from my end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, as already mentioned, like apart from this, also job assistance, and you are guiding us to go through those, right? So that is also be included here, or any separate cost will be for those?
No. Jyoti, see, this is the difference between Refer Me Group workshop and other. There is no extra charges for that. And even after that, let me show you something. Okay. Just a moment. Actually, right. So let me share this group. This is the Refer Me group, right? If you will see a lot of jobs we share, and this is the basically group where we connect with the people, right? And you get a lot of things like people share file for their internal openings, right? You create your personal network. So many things are there where you create your personal network, and this opportunity we give to those who have attended the any workshop with us, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm. And also, like in a demo interview, also you are taking, right, Nitesh?
Yes, we do. We do.
And can we get these recording sessions links in daily?
That's a very fantastic question, Sri. Yes, for every class, the sessions are recorded, and you have given the lifetime recording for them. It's not like we are giving for a 30 days or 60 days. It's a lifetime recording you will get for those videos, which is the live classes.
But request, please do not share.
Yeah, that's a request. Please don't share with anyone else.
And Pradeep, one question. So any thing that we are going to use, I'm not sure, on Java, Eclipse. So those are license based, or it will be free? Maybe we use for 1 month and it will expire like that.
Yeah, the best. Yeah, that's a very good question. In the automation, basically, you know that industry also prefer that we should go with the free and open source. So everything is free and everything is free except SOAP Pro version. That is the license version, but we are not going to take any charge for that. We will provide that license. Okay. Okay. So that is the license version. But
time
okay.
or how it is?
Sorry.
So that's SOAP Pro version of the limited time license.
No. We have unlimited thing, unlimited persons can use. So, but the thing is that still I will say that we don't want to harm, or you can say this Refer Me Grow business.
Sure.
So please do not. It is only request if you will share. We are not going to see you everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, but it is only request that it is just a mutual understanding, mutual trust that whatever recording we are giving you, we are giving on the same day. So you will utilize this your for own purpose. You are not going to share it anywhere else. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay, so any more last question? Like, let me call the name. Yeah, Aarti.
Payment details.
I am
Share
sharing in
them.
the group. I'm-
Okay.
Okay, so Amit, Archana, Arnold, Aarti, Bhagya, Dinesh, Jyoti, Naren, Nivas, Pranali, Poonam, Rakib, Stephen, Sudeep, and yeah, that's it. Any question, guys?
Nitesh, last question. Like,
Mhm.
can we have the installment if we are ready
Yeah,
to
we
take
have.
20 by
We
12,
have.
the early bird?
Yes, we have. So I will share each detail in the group.
Nitesh, can you please share us that which certificates you will get after completing the course?
Okay, that's another good question. Pradeep sir, there is one certificate in your PDF. Please, can you share? That's a sample. There is a one certificate.
Okay, let me share.
And it is validated for all the
Yes.
users, so we can show that.
Yeah, this one.
Yes. So guys, this is the certificate which we produce. One thing. Second thing is that the authenticity can be checked because no one can duplicate the certificate. There is a one link or one email address which is given. So people, if anyone wants to do the validation or verification that this certification is valid or not, person can reply to the email and can confirm.
Yes, and from most of the company, we got this, you can say, verification check also that this person has done the course from your Refer Me Grow or not. So this is, you can say, verified properly.
Yep.
And this certificate does have any expired link, or it is valid till the last time?
No, there is no expired link. Right. Any more question, guys?
Nitesh, if I have any queries, so how I can reach out to you?
In the same WhatsApp group, I am the admin, so you can reply on that.
I think that is visible for reply.
So you can ping individual, no worries. I will actually, why I have not opened the group. Sometimes the people ping in the group, so unnecessary. That is the reason.
Okay. Sure. So
yep.
Okay, sure. I'll help you with it. Yeah. Thanks.
Sure. So any more last question to ask? Okay, so I think we have done with our set of questions. We have done with the demo, and really it was a very fantastic, guys, to see you in the demo. Just remember one thing. I mean, if you do not want to invest something, there is so many open source. YouTube is there, Udemy is there, from where you can purchase the course. I mean, it doesn't matter for me whether you learn from anywhere, but most important is that for me, you please upgrade yourself. Nowadays, guys, you are looking that the market is really open, and the same situation will continue till mid of 2021. Reason because of the work from home, the job opportunities has been increased a lot, and nowadays people are not getting 10% or 20% hike, they are getting 100% hike. People are getting. Why? Because the location is not a constraint. Companies, IT organization has understood that it doesn't matter, the location doesn't matter, people can work from any of the places, right? So please utilize this, learn from whatever the source you are having. If you are coming with a Refer Me group, that's a different scenario. Definitely we will take care for that, but please upgrade yourself from whatever the source. Please upgrade it. This is a very important. In a QA, manual testing jobs, I am not saying is not going to over, that will be, but again, the packages and the career growth is not very good in a manual testing. So please upgrade yourself, and learning automation is definitely not a challenge. It's a very small and a very just a mindset game, right? And very easy to learn. The challenge is here whenever we go and learn individual, like by Udemy or by YouTube, the challenge is that we do not know from where to start. And once we start, at some point, if we have some queries, we stuck, and after some struggle, we leave. That is the challenge, and that is the reason we look for some any mentor. We look for any trainer who can help us to get me out from those queries and help me to understand and how to solve it and move on to the next topic. And here Refer Me Group comes into a picture, or any other training or technical institution. The difference between Refer Me Group and other training institution is that in other, they just finish the batch, they don't know who you are. But in Refer Me Group, if we continue, even you have seen that Pradeep sir has shown you, we have the batches which we have created for the first batch, up to 13 batch, obviously. We are still open the batch. People are sharing the job, sharing the information, connected with each other, right? Still everyone is in touch with us. So it is your decision. Definitely, if you are coming with us, we will welcome you in our small family, right? You will be part of the family, because in 5 years we create a good bond. Fine. So thanks a lot, guys, and have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy with your family. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you, Archana. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Bhagya. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, Nareen. Thank you, Nivas. Thank you, Poonam. Thank you, Pranali. Thank you, Rakib. Thank you, Shri. Thank you, Sudeep. Thank you, Archana. Thank you, Pradeep, sir. Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Happy weekend. Bye.
Thank you.